What's happening, everybody? So we are building Lego Ecto 1, and it is stupendous. So right now, as you said before, the back looks ridiculous. There's really cool electronic buildups and stuff on both sides. Hey, what's up, Eldoof? How you doing? I'm doing things a little bit earlier today. I'm going out for dinner, so I said, you know what, we're gonna go for an early dinner, so do things early today and get things rolling. So we are starting bag number 7, and yeah, I guess away we go. It's gonna be a fun. There's a lot to do here, so it should be interesting. That's for sure. But at the same time, so that definitely goes here. Oh, no, hold on. There's a lot of pieces in this. It's quite, I don't know what all these little ones are. They're all the same. It's very confusing, but at the same time, hey, cool stuff. So, and right now, we are figuring out the front. So this looks like slides right in here. Okay. Fair enough, but I believe we're building out the entire structure here, so it's gonna be a fun time. And then I'm going for oysters. It's gonna be a great day. Why? I don't know, but I believe it, and that's what matters the most. I need a tubey thingy. Where, oh, where have you gone, tubey thingy? I know you are here somewhere. Do. No, maybe, no. I know you're here. I can feel your anger. Your willingness to go to the dark side. What is this? It's taped closed. Oh, found him. Yeah, that's why they're a darker color. Aha! Sometimes they're tricky to see, but today I have seen them, and I will know the truth. It's my birthday today. It's very exciting. I don't feel any different, but something's definitely happening. Okay. Okay. Yo. I really want to add music to this stuff. I think I will. Let's see how much it is to start adding cool music. Maybe start developing stuff. Make it cool, make it neat, make it awesome. You know, or whatever. Share. Hold on. See, oh, it's on that side, that's why. There. And then here. And then 2 little ones. Amazing. Isn't it amazing to be surrounded by 8 billion other happy-go-lucky fuckwits? You know, I was talking about that today, and I feel like there's a, I guess you'd say, like, such a weird phenomenon when you start looking at things from that perspective, where you're just going, some people just don't know how to survive, right? Like, it's quite ridiculous, but it's factual. Like, some people are just idiots. You're just like, oh, okay, so ta-da! Which is weird, but at the same time, you're just going, oh, and that's that. So, I don't know. It's weird, that's for sure. Here and here. Yeah. It's a weird thing, that's for sure. But hey, doesn't make it any less enjoyable. In fact, it makes it more enjoyable a lot of times, I find, but what the hell do I know, you know? Okay. 2. General consensus that nobody knows they've signed up to statement being surrounded by 8 billion other happy-go-lucky. This is quite true. Yeah. It really is a question of what is next, right? Like, that's the constant consideration or worry or focus is what's next? What's happening now? How are we going to recover? How do we expand? How do we deal with things? What's the new normal? How do we adapt? And it's just so overwhelming. That's why I'm like, yeah, I feel like those just those questions can never be answered completely. It's kind of like you just sometimes you're in the moment and that's it. It's just kind of happens, and you gotta kind of roll with it, or not. Those are you have every right to not do that. It would be foolish, and you would probably suffer for it. But you do have the right. Well, that's the whole idea, right? It's a weird thing that we're stuck. Just the whole idea of working in general is madness, right? Like, what's the point of automation if we still have to find work? We still have to be abused. It's just foolhardy, right? But hey, what the hell do I know? I'm just a crazy green guy making Legos. And the dumbs today can go fuck itself. Yeah, well, this is the way that I think of things in general, Eldoof, is that you only have to do today once, and that's a huge component of keeping your, I guess, mind in the game where you're going, yeah, you know what, like, there are days that really stink, and that's totally okay. That's a hard thing to understand. It's a hard field of study, let alone conceptually, but it's completely worthwhile. Like, there's no way that you will not benefit from that understanding, that perspective, that level of growth, where you can stand there and say, "Oh, I can be better," right? And that tomorrow is going to be different, and now I know better to deal with that situation, right? Because we've all made mistakes. There's no one is perfect, and anyone who is just an idiot who's never done anything with their life and never will, and they'll be a loser and they'll be horrible, right? So we all have to go through those motions only because we actually benefit from them. It seems, I know it seems weird, but it's one of those weird things. Oh, we got 2 extra thingies there. I'm very much enjoying myself. Let me go 1. I have PTSD along with several other things to deal with. So my life's a constant fuck. How do you deal with it then, Eldoof? Is it something you have to kind of go through the motions and you learn to navigate, or is it something you benefit from talking about? Like, what's best for you? Just in general, I'm asking because just I think it's a good thing to realize. there. I didn't see that. Because I always feel like it's knowing that you have something like that to deal with is it's a hard thing to go through, right? So I never feel like anyone should think that they go through it alone. It's horrible. Like, what a fucking asshole would make you do that, right? Really foolhardy. Of course, that's the license plate. It's supposed to have a sticker. I don't care. Copious amounts of marijuana and horse porn. Hey, you know what? Listen, that could go worse. You could be watching duck porn. They have like a Twizzler wiener, and that's just nothing but problems there, bro. Nothing but problems on that side. Okay, let's see how the hell do we put this bad boy together. So we have one of these, then that. And then which one? The white one there. There, interesting. Yeah. Oh, hey, man. That's fair. And I'll do. Sorry if I cross the line and ask a question that you're not comfortable answering. Please don't hesitate to say so. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. It's more so that I feel that the best way to get to know people is to have an understanding of who they are and what they deal with. Because realistically, I can't hold you accountable to my standards. I can hold you accountable to your standards. That's what friends do. That's what a community does, right? But it's the idea of communication that has to come first. That's my thoughts on it. But what can I say? I'm also a psychopath. So, 50-50. It's like, am I trustworthy? Sure. Should I be trusted? Probably not. It's cool, dude. Ask away. Nobody asked me anything anyway. Well, no. I guess it's more so, is it the anxiety of the event that is what kind of sends you for a loop, or is it like, so it just kind of overwhelms you? Because I've felt anxiety before at times. Obviously, emotion is something we deal with throughout our lives, and it's always best to try and handle it. Yeah, yeah. Well, none of us have friends, right? Like, friends are hard to come by these days. That's We were told for so long that we didn't need friends, and then it's like, oh, actually, that's the only real thing you need. That's really what it comes down to. That's why I'm like, hey, man, I'm happy to meet anyone. But and talk, because, well, why the hell not? What kind of a bastard would be like, no, I don't want to talk about it? And you're like, okay, but then suffer in silence, right? It's one of those weird things where you're going, yeah, sometimes it's worth just learning, because, like, I was talking about this with a friend today, was the idea that trauma it's one of those things where, yeah, it's kind of in the eye of the beholder at times, where you kind of don't realize how impactful it is on any person or situation. Is, and people deal with things. Sometimes it'll be something that where you're going, oh, that's not a big deal, whereas other people are like, that would end my world, right? Experience, yeah, that I understand it. It's one of those things that you're going, yeah, that's fucked, but okay, like, you just like, I don't know, like, try and figure it out. I don't know what the how the process is, I don't know. Okay, there, and then, oh, these ones. That's why. Ha ha. God. Yeah, can imagine that would be quite the a roller coaster of experience, right? Especially with people, I feel like there's a lot of people who had suffered in the past with that it's like people didn't know what the hell was going on, right? Like, I don't know. It's an important thing to gain perspective or experience with, just for the simple fact that, like, fuck, man, it's hard enough as it is, right? You don't. Anyone who's standing there going, well, you just figure it out. Yeah, no, life ain't that fucking easy all the time, you know? You're a real shitter, but that's one of those things, like, I tell some of the younger guys where I'm just like, yeah, man, you can fail every goddamn day, and then you just get up and try again. That's the deal. It's fucking weird, right? But at the same time, kind of is what it is. Now, I can't tell if it's... See, what do you think here? Is that clear or silver? I think it's silver. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so here, and then we go. Dun, 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 dun. Weird. Yeah. See, I always wonder if I know what I'm talking about when it comes to anxiety, like if I do have had anxiety as an experience, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be a dick and be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. And it's like, yeah, I don't think anyone. I think they're like, I understand I think you have to, like, understand the concept of it first, and then be like, oh, okay, I get that, and that's how I figure things out. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know fuck about shit. Also possible. Very possible. Realistically, it's likely, ultimately, right? Like, it's... here we go. Okay. And it goes a little something like this. Okay. Weird. I don't understand why I had the things underneath, but it's something. I guess the other side. Well, fine then. Fucking guy. You see this fucking guy? He does the wee woo wee woo. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and buy ourselves some crack. Yeah. I feel like now, at the stage of my life that I'm at, it's like, it's just, I'm trying to convince my head, I'm like, hey man, yeah, it's just not worth stress. You cannot, because, like, you're at every state. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm kind of happy that I live in Canada, where everyone's like, oh, no guns, no nothing. Everyone says sorry and everyone's polite and everything's okay. Just, at least for myself, I'm also a giant, but still, you know, people aren't, it's not as bad. It's not, you don't have to fucking deal with too many shitheads. At least I don't feel that way. Okay. Once again, an odd decision, but so be it. It looks wild. And then it looks like it just slides right in there. Hey. There we go. We have the whole thing. Very amazing. And we have wee there. Okay, so let's do some stuff and some things are gonna happen. It's very exciting today. Okay. There, 2 and 2. Yeah, I always like talking about that kind of stuff just because I feel like it's a good thing to share, like to that experience, because especially young people now don't have a lot of experience in the arena of conflict and resolution, and trusting your inner voice, and those are all crazy experiences that, like, obviously you don't really wish them on anybody, but at the same time they're experiences that benefit you greatly in the long run, is my opinion. But also, I'm a fucking idiot, so can't really count on me. It's like kind of, but not really. Okay. Okay, that's just gonna go right. Hey. What the hell? Ooh, it's supposed to go like that. Okay. There. Okay, it's secure. One step closer. Amazing. Okay. We're starting with joints here. Move that a little further back. I know, you know what? I'll move it. I'll try halfway point so you can see it's right there. What the shit? Okay, so these fucking things now have to be put together. Hold on. It's a specific way they have to be, because that makes complete sense. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always wonder. Is there like triggers to PTSD, or is it an accumulation of emotion? Like for myself, I am by nature an introvert, which means like I recharge in my solitude. But at the same time, like I have cultivated a deep, deep battery so that I can keep on going limitlessly, but also learning to be honest and dealing with other people and saying, hey, I've had enough of this and I don't want to be part of this experience anymore, which I think is super important. But at the same time, a lot of people don't know those kind of boundaries, or know that it's okay to be like, hey man, this is overwhelming for me. I just want to need to step away. So that's why I'm like, there's certain emotions that pair with everything in that fashion, right? Like, I don't know. It's one of those weird things where I'm just like, I feel like I want to understand more, because I feel like there's a lot of similarities in experiences, um, in a beneficial way, right? Yeah, no worries. It's all good. I'm just talking on my ass. It's. I'm trying to understand the human condition, because I believe we have been misled, and I think that we are. I think we're not as bad as people say. You know. I don't know. What the fuck do I know, right? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I know jack shit. This is a very unique build. in good shape. This is why imagine every time you open your mouth, people know they can be a dick to you. My friends would rather sit in the middle of a field snorting shit and pretending they're talking to God. That sounds like a cult. Like, fuck. See, this is where I kind of stand there and go, hey, that bothers the shit out of me. Because ultimately, you shouldn't have to deal with that kind of shit. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a dipshit. There are a lot of tedious little pieces, which, like, on one side is very therapeutic because it's that repetitive motion enjoyment. But at the same time, you're like, hey, can you guys fuck off and do this thing better? Well. Sweet Jesus again. Okay, let's keep on building. We're going to keep on building. I don't know. See, at the same time, I think I'm getting to a point where I really value my solitude, and if somebody is going to disturb it, it's like, oh, I don't give a shit. Like, no, that's not going to work for me. Is that a boundaries thing? Is that I'm good with boundaries or I'm bad with boundaries or something? I don't know. It's very confusing. There's a lot of words and stuff to figure out now. Like before, it's just like, I just don't like it. And now you got to be more descriptive so people understand. Which is going to be unbelievably frustrating for people who are in desperate need. God, why are we so shit to each other? That's the real fuck of it. You're going, yeah, we could just be nice to each other. We don't have to be assholes. Like, no, we prefer to be assholes. But yeah, that seems like a you thing, not everybody. I mean, a lot of people who are like, yeah, I really can't stand that people who are assholes. I've had to watch my so-called friends near enough die just because they wanted to get high. Trying to talk about mental health, but they're just like, man up. Oh, which is really not healthy. Like to some degree, there is a level always, I think, for every person, the idea of like manning up, person. So women, men, it doesn't matter. Even children, I think they have that conversation in their own minds. So, like to certain degrees, there's that perspective or whatever you want to call it. But ultimately, nobody's walking around going, well, you have to do this and you have, like, it just seems like that's just fucking retarded, right? But yeah, that's the thing is, I feel like we're not exposed to what a real friend should be. And you're like, yeah, man, if somebody says, hey, I'm having a hard time, you should be, a real friend will talk about it. Why? That's the human thing to do, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm a fuckhead. Maybe I expect too much of people. That's possible. Okay, now I have two weird things. These. Interesting. And this. Yeah, there's a lot of not, I don't want to say nuance, but like a lot of importance that people place on certain aspects of interaction that I don't think they're as important as people think, and I think that people are just using it to manipulate us in general, right? Like, just doesn't seem right. But like I said, what the fuck do I know? I'm an idiot. But this thing looks fucking wild. I don't know what the fuck. I think it's the dash? Maybe the dash. It's probably the dash. And I need 2 little things like this. Ooh, man. We are getting through it, though. Yeah, I believe that is... Yep, I was correct. So where the fuck does it go? It goes... So it folds here and just clicks down. It's the human thing to do. Start to... Yeah, I apologize, Serge. I know I scheduled it earlier just because I have dinner plans. It's my birthday today, so I'm doing a thing. If you're an idiot, what hope does that give me? Lots. Listen, I'm a genius in other ways. I feel like everyone has like 4 things they can be good at, but 4 things they have to be horrible at. Like there's some crazy number like that. You know, like I'm good at using words to describe things. However, if you ask me to write something, it'll look like I've painted something with a chicken's foot, which I'll tell you, people don't really enjoy. They really don't. It's not their preferred form of communication. Okay. I'm really enjoying how detailed they've made this and everything. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Serge. It means a lot to me. Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting day. That's what I'm saying. That's what I believe. Oh, a million of these little bad boys. There we go. Boom. Okay. Now these, again, oh yeah, we're supposed to use stickers. Fuck that shit. Not interested. Thank you very much, sir and or madam. Oh. I feel like I should try not to be weird about today, but it's already feeling weird, I'll be honest, guys. It's already feeling weird, but I believe this is the engine. This is what that is supposed to be. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's a weird thing getting old, you know? Because at the same time, you're like, I'm not old. But then, you know, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you're going, oh, God, I'm going to die today. You know? It's one of those weird thingies. Okay, I saw you earlier here. So we're going to go, this goes here. And this goes there. Then we have there we go. Thank you for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If anyone's out there, feel free to like and subscribe. We love to have new viewers, but we are building Ecto 1, and it's right over here. And it looks fucking awesome. So keep watching. Enjoy. So one of these goes here. There, and one of these goes here. We're good. Everything is fine. Pericarditis as well. A heart disease which is going to eventually kill me. The joy of life. Hi-oh. Yeah, well, I feel like there's a certain process you have to experience in that kind of thing. Like, you can let it rule you, or you can just kind of live life like it's a weird experience. And I know, like, trust me, I'm not trying to incorporate or to say what you should or should not do ever. It's more so my perspective on what it means, right? Like, so for myself, I find that right now in my life, there are times that I worry I'm not going to wake up. That's serious. Like, that's my real perception. Now, that being said, it's not always correct. It's not always fair. It's not always reasonable. But sometimes you think like that, and it's a worry and it's a concern, and you just don't know how to deal with it. But sometimes you just gotta fucking try and see what happens, I guess. God damn it! I can't figure out how to fucking figure this thing out. Piece of shit. I think it's supposed to go like that. Can it? Or maybe it's not. Oh, maybe that's how. Nice. Now it works. Let it rule you, or just get high and not give a shit. Well, see, I think, and hear me out here, is I feel that you can get high and instead of not giving a shit, try to figure out shit. And I know that sounds like a crazy thought process, but it's almost like you're challenging yourself to say, hey, how can I make it still exciting? Because, like, otherwise you leave room for, well, let's be honest, not a good thought. And that's never, you don't want to dwell there. Like, we may all have those kind of back and forths. And I think that's part of the human condition. I don't think it's right or wrong. I think it's an experience, but it's how we react to it, right? That's why I'm like, I always feel that learning and understanding about how the human mind works is hugely important. That I think that we've very much done a shit job of learning and understanding and growing, and but at the same time, I am a bastard. So 50-50, I'll give you. Oh God. Oh, sometimes that gas, I tell you, I feel like Jesus is going to take me. Here. Which side goes? I think this side. There we go. Okay. There. Very cool. Holy shit balls. Here. No, that's not the one. Is it? No, that goes there. And then it's just this. Oh, there we go. And then a little round one goes. Oh, that gets a black one there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I've been getting high a lot more just to figure shit out myself. I believe this is going to be coming up soon, so I'm going to try and open it. But at the same time, it's a worthwhile experience, right? Like you have to kind of go through those motions. That's why it's like whenever somebody's suffering from PTSD or any sort of trauma experience or recovery, it only makes sense that I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a long-term trial and error for one specific fucking problem, but it's kind of all consuming, right? As well. So it makes sense that the more trial and error you have, but then you need a trusted environment to deal with that kind of shit, right? And fuck, man, some people just aren't trustworthy. That's, I think, the bigger frustration is knowing who you can and can't trust. That's some bullshit. Okay. We have 2 elastic bands, which I believe are going to be for the engine mounts. Yep, I am correct. They are next, and I'm awesome. Probably because I'm a genius. Let's be honest. And beautiful. I think that's fair too. Okay, let's go here and then the second. Trust. Trust. What's that? Yeah. Ain't that a fuckery of it, eh? I think that's one of the huge luxuries my parents instilled was that, like, yeah, like being able to establish trust in an environment is a huge advantage. Just period. Like there's no weirdness or anything about it. It is just that. Okay, have I gone too? Oh no, this goes like this. No, that's not right either. Okay, so this should. Okay. How in the hell? Okay, that goes there. This goes here. So this should fit right here. Why isn't it fitting? Oh. This is in the wrong place. That's why. Let's see here. That's correct. And this was back here. Was here. So okay, so I misplaced these bad boys. They just go further forward. No big deal. Okay, let's So this goes 1, 2, 3, and over. Let's see here. Okay, so it's supposed to be 8. 1, 2, 3. Because it's here. So it's there. I feel like that's supposed to be up there. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going back to try and figure out these pieces because I don't think I did them correctly. Okay, so if that is like that, then that should be there. They're all in the right place. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Here, there, and then that goes back here. There. There. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I know we're going a little bit long, but it's worth it. Outward. Okay. This is supposed to be over here. I feel like it's supposed to go in there. 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 Let's see if it works from here. Nope. Apologize, everyone, for the disruption, but it should be fine now. There we go. Perfect. Much better. Now, this should go in flawlessly. Done. Okay, let's go here. We need 3, and then a few bits and bobs. There's a Black one, I guess this would be the battery. That would make sense. There. And hold on. Here, there, there. There, here, and that goes. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right, now we're doing something weird. Here, here. Yeah, trust. What's that? Okay, and of course they want us to put on one of them dirty stickers, and I'm not going to do that because they can suck it. Here. Here. And, okay. There. Then, there. And put one of these on top. Like a wizard. Then we need one of these. Boom. There. Okay, now we do the other way. Oh man, I'm going to start having to get ready, or my wife is going to kill me. Once again, one side red, one side green. Interesting. I find that a very interesting technique. Awesome. This is wild. There. Wild. Definitely wild. Okay, and Let's see here. We need 2 of these and 2 of those. So we're going to go with the outsides here and here, so you guys can see it a little bit better. There. I'll put that piece there and this piece here, it looks like. There. Okay. And there is things we must build now. Let's see here. It's 2 with 2 of these. Then I think they're pointing downward. There's 2 of those. Those are lights. Here. And that's right there. Here, and let's go there as well. Now then. Here we're just attaching a couple of wires that go, looks like there, and here, let's go one here, and one there. Cool. And then that bad boy goes there. All right. Okay, so we definitely missed something because I have these pieces, which are way too many. And let's see here. These 2 blue ones, were they supposed to go anywhere? Because this is spot on. No. I don't see anywhere those should have gone, so that's odd. I must have. I did. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. They were supposed to go underneath here as the flat pieces that support it. So let's see what we can do here, guys. Yeah, I'm going to do it off camera. That's fine. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I got to go get ready and go for dinner. So it's been awesome. I'm going to fix this in the meantime. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll have this fixed up and updated and all will be well. Talk to you soon, guys. And I'm not sure. I might even go live. It's my birthday today, so I may go live a little bit later for just fun stuff and shenanigans. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I will see you guys soon.